Ah, yeah, can't sleep, so that's just fine. Figured I'd try to get something productive done today. See how that works out. But got my coffee and more coffee. It's good for you. Uh, Cafe Bustelo, in case you're wondering. Send a message here real quick and get my brain in the right space for doing this. Ah, excuse me. Ah, yeah, get everything to work properly. That would be cool. Okay. I need a good place to set this. It's not going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm going to be working on this Valor Strike Battle Force. I found this a while ago, and got, got five in there. Whoa. Surprisingly, none of the pieces are busted up, so checked it when I got it. Let's see, what can I see? So build a paladin, build an Aaron. I think I already have a paladin. I already got a paladin here. So just this camera slightly. There we go. Yeah, this little guy. Got him second hand, and yeah, paint on him's a little rough. I'm just get him get him repainted at some point. But yeah, whoever did it, they did a simple did a four color on it. They even got green in the eyes, which is pretty awesome. I was working on getting the trying to magnetize the weapons on the top here, which is a little bit fiddly, but I'm probably gonna swap that out for some stick tack. And he's fun though. And really, the blade needs a little different color, and I would want a little different on the paint. Hey Tyler, how's it going? Doing some building tonight. Yeah, then we have my Night Valiant, which I just recently finished painting. But yeah, it's a little bit different in colors. I went with a bit of a darker red, brighter silver, and but yeah. So there's yeah. See if we can adjust this camera, see a little bit better. Don't necessarily need to see my face, but yeah, there's more. So yeah, yeah, my Night Lancer, which I need to paint. Same thing with this Night Paladin, or no, this is a shit. Which one is it? I'm drawing a blank here. Castellan. So yeah, and then it gets better. Yeah, then on top of that, start adding in armatures, which I think I still have magnets for these as well. So yeah, that's pretty much my night force right here. Then just supplement it with some imperial agents, and it gets real hectic real quickly. So we'll be building a big one, kind of like this Night Paladin here, and four more of these. We'll see how far we get. It takes a little bit of time to put them together and deal with the parts and pieces. And using my new coffee cup that my dad got me, I had to explain to him what an internet meme was, because he thought it was like a real recruiting poster. And I told him no, still cool nonetheless. It's an ancient one for that. But yeah, I'm gonna clear this table off. Get my stompy boys back on the game table. Oh, the big chungus. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, in case you wanted to, here, let me give you a better look there. You're probably talking about this one here. Yeah, this is a Cerastus Knight Lancer. Uh, yeah, he's the big yeah, he is a big chungus. I need to lock his arms, but I haven't done it yet. So the arms are a little fiddly. He's primed, but he's not painted. Uh, yeah, the Knight Lancer is from the time of the Horus Heresy, so around the setting of 40K. They're somewhat rare. They don't really, they still exist. Like they can't make any more of them. It's kind of like a lost technology. But yeah, like the dreadnought that you see in like Space Marine 2. Yeah, this guy dwarfs him by a lot, and he's not even the biggest unit. There's knights that are larger and approach like Titan size. Currently working on getting files, and you can't see it, but it's like right over here to the my left, your right. There's a 3D printer there, and I'm currently getting files a for another knight that's just fucking massive. But yeah, well, I got to get more. I got to get enough resin to print all the parts and find the time and deal with all that. But yeah, the Lancer. Yeah, he's not very chonky, but yeah, he's pretty pretty tall, pretty sizable. The yeah, Cerastus Knights are fairly decent size. Ah, if you're on foot, yeah. So here, just let me give you a size comparison here. So like on the tabletop, yeah, you got your Night Lancer there. Use the Knight Castellan, or no, my Knight Valiant here. Then you have a Armiger, which is about yay size. What is a good then just say like a Sentinel Walker, and then just like a standard human, just for just my light here a little bit better. There we go. And let me turn that up. There we go. Probably see that a little better now. Yeah, that's just size comparison. But And honestly, these are not all that scary. Let me put these two back. I'm going to try to declutter this table real fast. Although I do like the paint job on this one, and my inspiration was the old school Harley Davidson. Yeah, just to give you an idea of scale. Yeah, the Rokeldorn tank there. Oh, flip my guy over. Shoes. But then again, that's not even getting into Titanic class units. Yeah, yeah, the good old Bane blade there, massive. This one's actually fairly scary, but let me declutter here and I'll get started. Actually, there's a variant of that. It's not bad enough that I have one. I have two. I also printed some parts. I got to get the other guns and then get this sucker glued together. So yeah, you just show up with like. This is a lot of points though. Lancers are pretty tough though. They're, they're one of the few knights that can actually take a shot in a melee. Yeah, just the scale of the units is pretty ridiculous at times. But actually, that Bane blade is uh, Bane blades are pretty tough for stuff like that. If you ever get the chance, watch the Siege of Rax. It's a pretty good. There's a pretty good like 7 part long series. Each one's like freaking hour or so long. If you like a lines on maps kind of thing. Get my tools ready. Need snips, knife. Uh, Need magnets at some point. So I'll get my magnets ready. Thought I had an open tube of super glue here, but apparently I do not. Oh, yep, I do. And you're going to need some super glue to get all the parts together. And I'll need some MaxiCure for magnets. And some Tamiya extra thin. Put that paint thinner. I don't need that. Alright, so now I gotta find all my parts. Is there an alcoholic chaos? Oh, yeah, there's a whole faction of chaos in 40k. All those knights, there's a chaos counterpart for them as well. Yeah, there's chaos space marines. There's all types and kinds. If you like money, yeah, if you like money, don't get into 40k. I'll tell you that. Let's build the big boy first. But yeah, just all the parts that are there. Like that's that's all the parts for four units. And, and should be all 4 of them. But they also give you all the parts to build. They give you all the parts to build both Helverins and Warglaves, which is nice. And I want all the parts for the big boy. So yeah, all my parts are going to be on these three sprues right here. Yeah. And armatures, they take less time to build. Actually, while I'm at it, I should probably get my Bitsing box. I'm thinking about it in case I want some extra parts. I can put. Hold on, I pulled the instructions. Yeah, I did pull the instructions. I'm gonna need that. Put that away. Grab the base out of here while I'm thinking about it. Get this back into the box. So I'm trying to clear some space here while I'm at it. This desk was a mess earlier. I had to clean all of my workspace off. Let me grab that real fast and think about it. Okay, yeah, I got all my little bits and pieces in case I want to build some stuff out extra. God, I got so many damn parts. Okay. Fresh pierogies, nice. I haven't eaten anything since like 3 o'clock this afternoon. Went to the gun range earlier today about noon, and then went and had some tacos. It was great. All right. Yeah, I start with the legs. Okay, so this is always the hardest part right here is just clipping and snipping. Trying to get some clean cuts as fresh as possible. Yeah, when you say pierogies, you know you're from the Midwest, bro. Don't take that as a knock, considering I live in the Midwest. Yeah, just tell me you're from the Midwest without telling me you're from the Midwest. Yeah, glad to have you here, man. I've been busy this last week. It's been nuts. Let's see if I can get a clean clip there. There we go. Got to remember to work over the table. It's just a bad habit. I mean, of course, you want to be difficult. Can always clean you up later. Yes, they are. But they are delicious. Although I probably should not be talking about food because eventually I will get hungry. Oh yeah, it's yeah, get some decent snips in here. Yeah, I've had this box for a minute. I've just been meaning to build it and figured I've been kind of lazy on it lately. But then again, if I'm building, I'm not painting, which is not this is not helping my painting queue any. So I need to get my painting queue back going. So I still got you can't see it; it's off camera, but I got a lot of unpainted. I got a lot of primed minis, but a lot of them are unpainted. So I gotta get around to that at some point. But painting is a bit of a double edge because you have to see 77 and 78. That's what I got. See, these are newer ones. No, these are the older ones because of course they are. Because fuck you, that's why. Yeah, it's relatively clean. And clean this up a little bit because my cutting was just my snips were okay at best. And clean that one up a little bit. This one's not too bad. A little bit of what they call flash. Smooth it down. Generally, over time, these get easier to build because you just get more and more proficient at doing it. And honestly, larger units are generally easier to build just because of the size. Gonna smoke me a Marlboro Smooth. I haven't smoked in years. Last time I had a cigarette, I was like 2016. I didn't even enjoy it. And they don't call it smoking and joking for nothing. I have a cigar occasionally, but cigars are more, you don't smoke cigars. You don't smoke cigars like you smoke cigarettes. Come on, be nice to me. Okay, good enough. I should put that back in the box so I don't cut my hand. Let's see. So let's get these. Hopefully this tube of glue is still good. Yeah, it looks like it. I got music going in my left ear. Cannot wait for the day I stop. Dude, you just gotta. The hardest part is changing your behavior pattern. Just being honest with you. Like for me, when I was in college, I was legitimately uh, like uh, when I was in Iraq, I was probably like a pack a day easy. But when you have time on your hands, once again, don't call it smoking and joking for nothing. But when I got home, that didn't translate very well. And the hardest part is just the behavior modification. 'Cause legitimately, like every morning, I would get a cup of coffee, and yeah, I would get a cup of coffee, and I would go, I'd go smoke before class. The only problem though is like when you smoke, odds are that all your friends smoke, and when I was a well, I am a bit of an asshole to begin with, but I was a irascible asshole when I was quitting smoking because like at the time I was probably like 20. I was like 22, and yeah, it was yeah, it looks like I got a good seal on that one. That one's good. And yeah, the hardest part is just that behavior modification. Like I could not, uh, I'd, stop. I had to stop drinking coffee as well because it's like in my mind, psychologically, I always equated having a cup of coffee in the morning with having a cigarette, and it's kind of hard to, especially when all your friends smoke. It's really, it's exceptionally hard. But yeah, it's doable. You just have to, like I said, modify that behavior. That's the But at the time, my I also had my I had my RX-8. My RX-8 was new, and so it was really easy to not smoke in the RX-8 because it was a new car. And I've never smoked in my cars, anyways. Okay, this one's a little dinged up. That's fine. I gotta. Get a little more glue on there. This one's not exactly fitting properly, but that's okay. We can force it together, and oh man, I can just yeah, that's a hard one too. Especially like breaks at work, shit like that. That's always the hard part. Okay, why are we not sticking? We're sticking in my fingers, no problem, but we're not sticking to the piece. That's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, I can always clean that up later. Where are my fucking tweezers? But do I still use nicotine supplementation? Yes, I do. I'm not gonna lie to you about that one. I mean, hell, I got a pouch in right now, but I'm trying to keep my swearing to a minimum here, as this is supposed to be, fun and relaxing. But yeah, I'm also listening to the some of the best industrial of the, you know, late '90s and 2000s. Yeah, when I'm saying I'm trying to, yeah, I mean it's still a vice, but having a vice is you got to have at least one. Okay, that is good. So need 59, 60, and 56. Yeah, there's a 56 right there. Yeah, right now it's playing Zeromancer Zeppelin. I'm not a big Zeppelin guy. A little before my time. Uh, Zeppelin is one of those things where like I know what it is. Let's see, 59 and 60. What the fuck part is that? Okay. Yeah, Zeppelin was like always one of those things when I was a kid that you would hear it on the classic rock station. And what's crazy is like when I hear songs that I know, on classic rock when they're playing like freaking, 90s now. Jesus. Like Soundgarden, like hearing Soundgarden on classic radio fucking throws me for a loop every time. 57, 58. So hold on, is that left or right? They both look the fucking same to me. Okay. So yeah, this is 59 and 60. Got it. Trust me, too, that song goes insanely hard for a mid 70s. I can believe it. Hold on. 57 and 58. What did I just clip? Okay. I clipped 53. Fuck me. All right. So they actually have these parts left and right. Got it. John Bonham's signature tracks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm of the mind that like, classic rock well, for me classic rock is like something it's there and just not my cup of tea. I could listen to it, but there's a point where my brain wants to like shut off from it and say, "All right, it's not for me." I'm not gonna shit on anyone who does. I mean, my brother is big about. My brother listens to a lot of classic rock. Me and him do not share the same taste in music, so. Whew, I should probably not be doing that towards me. Let's text me. Okay, I'll check it out. think I have a tube of TV. Got to. Okay. Deal with that later. 90s most or mid late 80s. Dude, 80s music is it's one of those things like over time it's gotten more respect. All right. So 59 and 60. So how the fuck? Yeah, they don't exactly explain how the fuck this goes on. Okay, oh, so I got the wrong part. That's the bottom of the foot. Hi, Nikki. How are you? What you doing? So no, that is six. That is number 60. What in the hell? Okay, this is fucking me up. Okay, so I need 55. Okay, I remember why I built this backwards last time. Busy day, Nikki? Oh, come on. Okay, now this makes more sense how that's supposed to build. Okay, now, yeah, because that clips in like that. Got it. All right, doable. And what's going to be fun is as the caffeine starts kicking in a lot harder, my precision is going to start going out the window when I need to be the most precise. Come on. Okay, so yeah, that fits on in a very specific way. Yeah, because I got to build. Yeah, because it only fits on one way, and that's not it. So I got to figure out what the orientation is of the part. So yeah, I'm gonna go. See, I'm gonna go leg out. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Because I remember I built this backwards last time. And yeah, sometimes following the instructions does not help. Okay, and this. See, how is that? Okay, I'm not sure how that's fitting in there. Oh, okay. I see it now. Got it. Okay. Not too shabby. Feeling better today. Am I backwards? Okay, how the fuck does that work? That fits in like that. Okay. That one's easy because that one's obvious. Blue on there. I'm gonna get glue all over my hands. I'm gonna try not to, but it's gonna happen. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to start using the tweezers for all these little small parts because this is gonna mess with me pretty hard. Come on, don't. Okay, so my upside down, my backwards. What's the deal? Huh? Oh, okay, that's why it's fucking weird. I gotta do this before this glue dries. I thought that goes around, or is that just okay? Yeah, it just looks like it pins it in place. Got it. Oh, okay. Probably because I have the part backwards. That explains that. Okay, let's try this again. Come on. Ah, yeah. I think I didn't even use this part last time. It's because of how much of a pain in the ass it was. Then again, I'd have to look and reference the part. Okay, so that one's backwards. That's clearly meant to go over here. Do not stick to my hand. Yeah, I'm getting beat up by tiny little parts first thing. Yeah, it's just one more little part I can just break between here and there. Okay, so I need 58. 58 is going to go in that side right there. A small drop of glue. Yeah, all that for one leg. All right. Let's see, I need 63, 64, and 51. Okay. Yeah, so that's the other side. Got it. Come on. I snipped you. There you go. 51, 52, 53, and 54. Got it. I'm just going to build it in reverse. That's a good song. That one's clean. Okay. There it is right there. 51. And then 53 and 54. Come on, clip. Probably need to sharpen these at some point. I dull them out too hard. Be pain in my ass. Okay, so doesn't really matter how I get these in there. There we go. There's that. Yeah, you know, I might want to wait for that to lock. Might help. So that needs to be. Okay, yeah, I see it now. I'm stupid. Yeah, this one's going to be probably going to have to do some posing a little bit, but it's okay. It'll hold. Yeah, the legs are going to be kind of like that. So it'll be. So you can always do like some stepping or something. I got enough big. I got enough pieces that I can do that. So. Whoa, a little stronger than I thought it was. Okay, so there's one. Flip. Okay. So that one's done. I need to get that one out from in front of me. It's the long boy. Got it. Oh, that was nasty cut. One time I didn't check. Okay, put that one there. That'll hold in. And then take this little one here. Glue it. Okay, so a little dab of glue there. Yeah, I'm still watching. Yeah, I got that. Okay, I got it right the first time. Awesome. Come on, get in there, you fucker. Already swearing. There we go. All right. We got legs. Okay. 81, 82. These parts are usually fairly obvious. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, at least this one I have instructions for. When you don't have instructions, you gotta go get them and figure it out. Ah, that was a nasty fucking snip. All right, try this again. You know what? I'm just gonna clip that the hard way, and then I'll trim it down. It's a pain in my ass. No, do not loosen the blade. Thank you. Okay. Just gotta marry up some surfaces here. Yeah, yeah. Got a little more glue there. Got it. Always sand this out later. And I'm sticking to my hands now. This is. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. Hardest part will be doing the magnets. The magnets is where it becomes painful. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. 67 and 66. Got it. Work over the table, dummy. Move. There you go. Yeah, I think this one had like different positioning than the other one. But then again, you can somewhat pose them. Okay, wrong side. Wrong side. There we go. Okay. And last time I just, yeah, just watered it down with some glue, slipped the piece in. You bastard. There we go. Hold that piece in while I get the other one on. The size is all going to pin in together. It'll be fine. It's not a part you can see anyways. Don't trim it down because this is apparently just doing nasty cuts 101 here. Okay. Yeah, it's a little nasty. Trim that up a little bit. Usually once you marry the surfaces up, you can usually see how nasty your snips are. It's probably the part they would edit out in a video, more than likely. It's real easy when you can just see the finished product. 83, 84. That's 84 right there. Okay, yeah, that's the mount point for the torso, which I could magnetize the torso, but eh, don't really need to. So I'll get 83 on first. Come on, little tube. You got a little left in you. There you go. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna take a little bit of pressure to hold on, aren't you? There we go. And still finding more nasty snips. Yeah, surprisingly, I have not sliced my finger or my thumb in a hot minute, which luckily I have all this super glue. When I was building my Night Lancer, I caught my thumb like right here, right there, and it hurt like hell for like 2 days. And just yeah, it wasn't deep, but it just fucking sucked because I got it like right on the edge of the cuticle. Oh, yeah, it's a little more bitter than I thought it was going to be. But normally I don't make this coffee on its own. I mix it with another coffee. Okay, that's locked in, so we can just dry fit this and see how it fits on. Okay, so that's around the edge. Got it. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I'm out. You got, come on, you got like a small squeeze of glue in you there, bud. There you go. Don't play me. Granted, you're very cheap glue, which works just fine. Okay, you're probably done. So let that dry. Get another tube ready. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna dry fit this and see how it. Okay, yeah, I see how this is gonna go now. All right. Okay, I feel pretty confident on that one. So we'll just douse this down a little bit here with some glue. Wait for that to lock on. Once we get the base, once we get it to the base, then it's just a matter of building the other parts and calling it a day. We don't have any, won't run into any problems until the arms. Then we got to start playing around with the magnets. Okay, yeah, make sure I lock that on correctly. And I got to make sure these parts are on correctly so I don't break them as I'm putting them together. Okay, so yeah, yeah, it's gonna sit properly. Turn around so orientated in the correct direction. Yeah, legs generally aren't too bad. Ah, all right. Now to do the hard part. Okay, now I gotta get my fingers in a very specific position to hold these down. Over time, I found out this works the best. I can just press it down to the base and give it a couple minutes till it decides it wants to bond. These bases are not exactly the best. They're hollow underneath, so it's not like it's a solid piece of, you know, plastic or resin. Yeah, it looks like it's going, so just press down that a little more. We'll go from there. Yeah, of course. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. So it's gonna have the same arm. It's gonna be the cannon that's different. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't remember off top which weapon that is, but I'm gonna assume it's a battle cannon. Let's see, 68, 70. Oh, yeah, of course I did that backwards. Mhm. And again, I'm doing this mostly the exact same way I did last time. 68 and 70. Where is 70? 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the. Yep. That's going to be a tight fit, but that is super doable. Okay, there's that. Let's get them out of the way. Then, other side here. Yeah, it's a good song, but unfortunately can't play it on the stream. Oof, that would have hurt. Is that supposed to be there? No, that is not. That is a fucking chunk. Slight consistent pressure. Here. So that's going to clip to the front. Got it. Okay. 79 and 80. Okay, these are wires. So need 79 first. Yeah, the orientation is important. So you're not building things backwards and futzing around while your glue is drying. Yeah, that's a good snip. All right. So yeah, that's there and there. Got it. And I will have to hold this in place. Fuck off. Do this shit to me. Yeah, of course this one's one of those little parts likes to act up because it doesn't just snap the way you think it does. Fuck off. Do this shit to me. Alright, so hold that one in. That's pain in my ass. Alright, be good to me. Just be good to me. That's all I'm asking is just be good to me. Yeah, we can't do that now, can we? Yeah, you locked in no problem. You're being a pain in my ass. Alright, so we just one more glue and try it one more time. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Uh, 73 and 61. So they're on the same side. Got it. Oh, that is ugly. Ugh. Try that again. Probably need to get some new X-Acto blades at some point. And 73 goes in the slot and points down. Got it. These little armor plates are always fun to attach. Come on, be good to me. And you're still fucking with me. Got it. And it's literally 5 points on here. Got it. Give those a little dab. Only one way for that to fit on, which is still requiring me to hold it. Yeah, I just remember this being a pain in the ass last time. Yeah, that's when I remember taking a little bit to bond last time. Yeah, it's of course it's being a pain in my ass now. This is a no, it's on the Valiant. No, the Valiant and the Castellan. They're bigger pieces. They fit differently. Yeah, but I do not want this falling apart on me. So having to do emergency surgery on the table when you're playing is not fun. All right. And these are fairly solid lines, so should be Clean cuts most of the way. Get the fuck off. Oh, I can cheat that one. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to jack with that. I shouldn't. Okay, relatively smooth, except for that nasty little bit right there. Okay, that is correct. Okay, I was making sure because I was like, hold on, did I do that backwards? Okay, that one was easier for some reason, but I'm not gonna complain. 50 and 72. Okay, so these ones don't have exposed knees. So I need 72 first. Got it. See. How does that fit? Okay, so that's down and down and in. Okay, yeah, it's okay. So that's a snap in. Got it. This has a lot more little parts than the Castellan and the Valiant, which is fine. I mean, there's some really small bits on here which I'm really not looking forward to dealing with. Because more than likely, it's all like you know, accoutrements. Generally speaking, when those go on, my patience is already starting to wane and my tiredness starts kicking in. Yeah, that's a really nasty point. Okay, that actually got on there a little easier than I thought. All right. 65 and 128. Okay, there's only one way that goes on. A lot of holding. And I should have done this backwards. How's that? That's a straight on. All right. So leave that alone. Maybe put that away for a run into it with my arm or something. I had an extra part in here somewhere. I guess not. Okay. Deal with it later. And we're going to let gravity do the work on that one. Yeah, I know the instructions tell you to base it last, but I've always built these based and then put all the parts on. Yeah, there you go. That's the bottom. Now for the fun part. 106, 108, 109. Yeah, these are gonna a little stiffer. Definitely going to require some scalpel work. Fuck off. Yeah, not bad. I'd probably trim that down a little bit. Yeah. Shave that down. Okay, so I need 108 and 109. Okay, get over the table, dummy. Oh, that one's ugly. That was a chunk. That's a real nasty spot to have that shit going on. There we go. Clean that off. Okay, where in the fuck? Okay, so this is only gonna fit in one way. Got it. Yeah, so if I dry fit them. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Got it. Oh. Small little dab of glue there. There you go. So now the opposite side. 105, 103, 104. Yeah, that's shitty. I really don't like doing this. That's a very tight spot on that sprue. Do it the hard way. Yeah, definitely gotta clean that up. This requires patience and precision. There we go. And okay, it's clean. Yeah, that was a nasty, nasty snip there. Okay. Yeah, it's not very. Come on, not very clean. Come on, fit. Okay. This is going to be a straight up pain in the ass. 137 and 25. I need the other screw here. All right. And I'm going to clean that up. Shit. All right. 37 and 25. They make these so fucking terrible sometimes. Yeah, if I cut into the table, I won't feel bad. Better than snapping the sprue, I guess. All right, that one. Yeah, I'm sure that loud thunk noise is just wondrous to the ears. Oh, hell, I just cut right through that sprue. Alright. Easy. So that one's dead. Where else do I need to cut? I need to cut here. That one's done. Yeah, definitely gonna be cleaning this up. Let's just snip close and then we'll clean it off. Yeah, that's just nasty. Big old fucking chunk there. Try to trim that down best I can with the snips. Then we'll just hit it with a blade. There we go. Still nasty though. Yeah, unfortunately that's a married up surface there, so I gotta clean that off. Okay, that's I need 107 and 102. Stop fucking around, work over the table. That's how you lose parts. Fuck. It's gonna be a hard press, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, a lot of holding going on. It's fine. I mean, once the body is built and it's solid, then from there it's really easy. Okay, one down. Next one takes a little bit of glue. It's just easier to put glue in the divots than it is to try to put glue on the little ball joints on these. Yeah, and more holding. Definitely more holding because it's always holding. Okay, I'll let that do its thing. I'm going to take a break real quick because this next part is going to frustrate me, and I don't want to have to go to the bathroom or anything while I'm dealing with that. So, yeah, give me about a moment. Okay. All right, now for the hard part. It's getting this shit to fit together, not be a pain in the ass. Basically, the way this has to fit in is oddly specific. So this is the easy part. So this part clips together pretty smooth. Then we got to take the sides and fit the sides together. So last time I tried to fit all of it together at the same time, found out that doesn't really work all that well. So what we do is we're going to attach this one part right here first. We're going to let it lock. Yeah, there we go. That one snaps in. Some things are nice. Yeah, skip that song. I didn't clip 37. I knew I was missing a part. Okay. No, I didn't clip 37. 37 right there. All right. Knew I was missing something. Yeah. Okay, this one is actually going to be a lot easier because it actually has mounting points. All right. Nice. Yeah, the Valiant, it was an older kit, and the Castellan was also an older kit. Yeah, I am going to have to hold. Come on. Quit. Okay, I had it. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of holding. It generally takes a little bit of time, especially when my fingers are sticking to every fucking thing. I'm not using much in the way of glue either. All right. So yeah, that's locked in. This one I gotta wait for. So I'm gonna let that sit. Take a drink of coffee. Need to get a coffee warmer. And this is where it gets fun. Alright, so let's dry fit these parts first. And fuck off that ad. And it's gonna take a little bit of holding, and then the other side's gonna be even worse. This is where the other side is going to be harder because I got to do it without putting too much pressure to where it fucking pops. But luckily, the bottom part fits, so I don't really have to glue that too hard. I just gotta pop it in there. Then it's a matter of praying. And this one I will put a little bit of glue on just to keep it down a little bit. That sounded like thunder. Okay, of course you're gonna be a bitch, aren't you? Come on, fit, you bastard. Okay, that one popped in, no problem. Yeah, it's definitely thunder. Yeah, now I'm definitely hearing it. Okay, I'm just gonna hold that in place. Let it sit. Okay, 111, 112. Let's need this one. There we go. It's fairly clean. All right. Hold on, what was the orientation of the part here? 111, 112. See, that's going to be this side. So, yeah, right over here. Come on, don't be a dick. Just hold still. Not fucking with it. Alright, get over there. Thank you. Come on. There you go. Fucking. Alright. Cool. Out. Off. Sweep this floor. Somebody's up moving around. Okay. Getting there. I just need 26 and 27 when that's ready. Let's let that sit. It's on different sprue. Yep, there we go. Work over the table. And a little bit of cleanup here. Trying to minimize nasty cuts, snips. I think I'm doing an okay job of that. Alright, so those are fuck off. Okay, might help if I get the right side. That's a down and in. Got it. Okay. There we go. Okay, use that. Okay, this is where it gets painful. All right. Okay. Uh, don't need these. Let's see, where's the part I need? 47, 40, and 46. Okay, I got it in my hands, I'm sure. I am going blind. All right. Okay. So I got 41. Maybe I am getting tired because I'm going blind and not seeing what the fuck I'm supposed to be looking for. Okay, so that's clearly arms. I know that. Okay, yeah, it's right here. 47, 46, 40 are right here in my hand now. Getting snagged. Cool. Should be able to test that one off. Yeah, it's probably not ideal, but it worked. And then number 40 is this little rod right here. All right, so there's no glue. There's no glue on that point. It's glue on these points. Got it. Okay, now I see where I gotta clean up now. Make sure that is not locked in there. Good. So I need 39. Come on, small parts, do not fuck with me. There we go. A little cleanup there. Yeah, it still moves. 49, 48. Okay, so that's right in there. Small amount. And clean that up a little bit. And there. Okay. I knew I missed a spot. Okay. Next one. Okay. Yeah, that's it right there. 36. There's 36 and there's 41. Okay. I got all the parts I need. Let's go on there. Okay. So yeah, it just fits in like that. Then I need to glue 42. This is a very small part. Yeah. Make sure I'm working over the table for this one. Yeah, it's going to require some tweezers. God damn it. I knew that was going to happen. And then all the little bits. Okay. Okay, and then this part is going to fit in right there. So I gotta glue up. Yeah, it's gonna take some on the side there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be scrubbing my hands so I can already see it and I can feel it. Yeah, building large models is definitely a labor of love. And then all the little accoutrements. I'll just get to the point where I can get the body built and I can always come back and finish the other part later. Okay, yeah, it's locked. Now for all the little tiny small bits. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Definitely gotta make sure to work over the table for these because I do not want to have to fucking find these. Okay. Uh, two on the front, four on the back. Got it. Okay, that's how we're doing it. And in case you're wondering what this is a little tiny hawk's head. 6 of them to be precise. Yeah, these tweezers come in handy. Fuck off. And these parts are not always precise, so you gotta kind of fudge them a little bit to get them where you want them and hold them in place. Hey, Nikki, how are you? I just looked up and noticed your message. I am having the time of my life putting little tiny bits onto there. This little hawk, that little part right there. Only four more to go. Oh, hold on, I missed one. I was like, hold on, why do I only have three? I've only put on two. There we go. I should just grind these down and just put them flush, but it's only a pain in the ass right now. And it won't be when it's done. I really don't want to put that much work into it. Okay. Now we're just fucking with me. Yeah, it's cool too where I start losing my cool. These little tiny bits are like always the worst. And unfortunately, these large models like this tend to have a lot of little sticky bits that they adorn. But yeah, I'm gonna get to the point where I can finish the top of this thing. Then I'll do the arms later. So I've been at it for about 2.5 hours. Trying to marathon this out is going to be. All right, so let that sit. I'm not touching it. So you need okay 140. You need 85 140. So there's 85. God, that was just freaking nasty cut. Come on. Where's 140, 140, 140, 140. There we go. One forty, 86, and 87. Okay, so there's 86. Then is that 86 or is that 98? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is 86. Okay. Then 87. Okay. Put my snips there. So 140. Yeah, I see exactly how that's going to go on. Yep, 3 and 3. Okay, do that. And 86 will marry up to that. 87 goes into the. That's on the top. Then that'll marry in like that. Got it. Okay. And this is how you get glue all over your fingers. And of course, when I don't need a part to lock easy, it's gonna lock easy for me. Don't do this to me. Be good. All I need you to do is just be good for 2 seconds and lock in nicely. So I need 110. Okay, so 110 is going to be a really small fucking part. 110, 110. Work over the table. Need to grab that. Let it fall. Okay, those locked on pretty good. All right, so that's going to go there. And then the glue goes on the points. Real gentle here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. See, 99, 198. Okay, so it's gonna be a stubber. Yeah, it's a stubber. 1. Get the parts that I know will be easy to find first, and we'll go from there. Come on, bastard. There you go. 101, 98, and 99. So 98 is going to be there. It's 99. Okay, 98. Where's 99? I need 99. 99. Yeah, it's the panel. Of course, gotta make this hard to get to, don't we? Okay, so 99 does not glue to 101. And 99 clips. 101 goes over the front. It goes all the way back? Okay, yeah, I see it now. Got it. Yeah, it's a nasty cut. I'll smooth that down a little bit, and voila. So that's over the top. Put that there. Okay, the panel is in. I need 100. 100 was on. Fuck, it was 100. 100. There we go. Then once I get this last one sprue finished, it'll be easier because I won't have to shuffle so damn much. So how does that fit? Is that locked in? Fuck off. And I really didn't matter if that's pinned in place too hard. That'll be all right. So I don't plan on moving it too much, but it's an option. Does it fit that way or does it fit this way? I think it fits that way. Okay. And of course, I got it backwards. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, they want me to all right, so they want those on for, oh yeah, that's not, okay, yeah, that's not happening that way. We're gonna get it put together first and then we're gonna do that, because that is fucking stupid. I'm not gonna try to even pretend that I got the patience for that right now. And definitely gonna have to clean these up. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely hear that storm outside now. Okay. A bit of a ding, but it'll be alright. All right, see how close we got it. So it'll go through. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty close. I just gotta get the glue on now. Come on, fit through, you fucker. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, it should hold no problem. Okay. 160. We'll get all the little bits in. Just find those easier to do once everything is put together. Fuck off. And give this one an Aquila. Okay, there's that. Then needs a face. What face do we want? This goes into there. Yeah, it's always the fun part on these. Trying to get them to touch the right spots. And we're holding. I just realized I didn't get the shroud in, did I? Fuck, I didn't. Alright, yeah, we can back that one in, no problem. What part was that? Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's not exactly fitted yet, so that's what happens when you're in a fucking hurry. And figure that out. Alright. See, our shit's already glued in, so we're gonna have to probably surgically pop that bastard in there. That's gonna be fun. I'll deal with that later. So it should just be able to lift and yeah, it should just be able to lift in there. Or alternatively, actually, I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that later. Oh, fuck it. Okay, I just need to get to a point where I get 38. That's the last one on this sprue, which is good because it means I can toss this one out. Then one more good snip. There we go. Put that to the side. That was a nasty fucking thing there. And it's on 3 points. 5 points. Okay, that's better. Yeah, and this one always requires holding. That was the sound I was looking for. Okay. Okay, so yeah, now I can mount. So then we're gonna go forward. And this will take a minute. Yeah, got to hold. And then that should lock on its own, but give it a little slight pressure just in case. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. I gotta figure that out since I fucked that up. But figure I can. Most times that part locks into place anyway, so all I gotta do is maybe a couple of cuts and some glue. But I've been at it for a minute, about damn near 3 hours now. Oh Lord, and it's about 3 in the morning, and I'm a little tired. I want to get a snack. So I'm gonna call it for now. And we'll figure, go from here, do the arms, and get all the little spindly bits up there. That yeah, it's like all these little parts and pieces, like all these little handles and shit. But get to that when we get there. But